Hello everyone, I am Dovei. Last time we did Dungeon Special thanks to Megzy for helping me out with Dungeon Town USA. And today, of course, since it's after Dungeon, it's shenanigans. Starting with warping onto a rock. You can't get more shenanigansy than that. You hear what I'm saying, guy? Yeah, totally hear what I'm saying. I am going to go ahead and thank the Merciful Stars for my backup features right now, and I'm going to start with an opening from the Book of Left. Fuck thine last recording for all its frickin'... Okay, never mind. Wasn't that good of a recording anyway. Needless to say, this is a bit of a take two because of something I learned about Hypercam. In a way, I'm grateful. But I digress, as the last you're going to hear me bitching about stupid stuff in this video. In the meantime, let's go on some shenanigans. I'm going to invoke some Dovei magic. Are you okay with Dovei magic? I hope you are. Let's invoke some Dovei magic. All I have to do is shenanigans. Shenanigans! Going into the water dungeon really takes me to a bomb shop, which used to be my house. Or it is my house if I hit the mirror. And I'm getting some therapy out through the shenanigans portal. See, time doesn't exist in the realm of the Dovei. All that exists is muffins. Are you... your thing? Cool beans. You're fairies. Come here, you fairies. That was also therapeutic, I'm also going to say. You're a tree. You're also probably a jerk. You're also a fairy. You're a fairy that doesn't run from me. I'm going to go ahead and not relate everything to a recent disaster. It's nothing that happened in my personal life. It's something that irritated me very greatly to the point where I now have a thing against blue mask freaking horn demon soldier things wielding what I can only assume are cotton swabs. Billy's gonna be yelling at me now. Okay, let's shenanigans. And shenanigans, we're in a place we can open money and pay for boxes or something like that. Let's get a bomb and a piece of heart. Fantastic, guy. Shenanigans go. And we're back. That shop doesn't lead out that door. That door leads to another game. But this game is this game. How's that sound? Is this game, Mr. Old Guy? Mr. Olderton? Mr. Older Mick? Fuck nuggets. Truth be told, this is probably one of the worst heart pieces to get in the game, because it is purely random. And by purely random, I mean you're shelling out 80 rupees every time. Oh! See, I was starting to lose confidence for a second there. Because I've actually recorded that segment about 1,000 fucking times. This is Dovei. Dovei's not particularly pleased at the moment because that minigame is a pile of nails. Big giant pile of nails. And on top of the other botched recording that went horribly, horribly wrong. Well, that's a story for another day. In the meantime, I feel like being a superhero. In the vein of being a superhero... Actually, I'm not entirely sure where I'm going with that, so let's just wander. Let's get our wanderlust up and on. Shall we? Shall we? Surely. Like a couple of gophers fresh out of... couple of gophers fresh out of Texas. I feel like a broken record. About how it's going right now. I'm recording a filler segment at 3:30 in the... well, actually, no, 4 in the morning. 9 in the afternoon. Okay. And the reason I'm recording this now is because dungeon person for the next dungeon. I need to get some things out of my system before going to deal with, not deal with, that's not the right word. For the thing I made. Reality check is, in a normal playthrough of this game, I wouldn't have even done Dungeon 2 yet. I would have just done Dungeon 4 one of the 8 times I've passed it. And the reason is, there's a lot of things I can do with the item from Dungeon number 4. I can get the 4th bottle, for example, which means I can hold another potion or another fairy or something to make the next dungeon a lot easier. I can also upgrade my sword, which as soon as I, get done with Dungeon 4, you bet your ass I'm upgrading my freaking sword. Something else I can do is eat a muffin. And, Dungeon 4 lets me eat muffins. It has a muffin shop right outside. It's not on the map. You gotta do some crazy internet rumory thing from 1998 in order to be able to do it. But it's really quite nice. But really the 4th dungeon is kind of the second hinge of being able to fully explore the Dark World and thus the rest of the game. But in the interest of doing this video, especially the way that I'm doing it, I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet, or shoot the bullet, being a little more appropriate phrase for reasons, even though it's only semi-relevant. In the sense that I'm just going to go ahead and do all the dungeons in their rightful order. I don't know why. This makes me a crazy person. And I don't like doing it that way because the next dungeon is easily my least favorite. But, that's how it is. You can just go ahead and take your 4 sword beams to the top of your face and die. But I want to try and get all of my angsty rage at this game that I've suffered the last couple recording takes out of my system. Bombos. I should have used Ether, but whatever. You go ahead and do that. Actually, I still can. Swing. Okay, now that my Dovei demeanor is back in full swing, I'm gonna take this hammer, shatter that guy, get a meager sum of magic back from my reserves, throw a rock off a cliff, don a cape. Actually, I'm gonna don a hookshot, then a cape. Because I'm going to get a heart piece. A piece of heart. Of which I'm starting to... I think I'm getting a pretty fair amount of them. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6... So... I'm missing 6 heart pieces, if I'm being honest with myself. Also, not missing that gap. Hey, look at this completely impossible task to accomplish in a video game. Look at that. Look at that. Now, I'm going to go to a place I don't really want to. Oh, hell no you don't, birdie. Not this time. No, bird. No means no. 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 Okay, so the best way to do this is to go back around the other way, probably. I'm glad there aren't more birds there. Okay. This is a forest. This is the Skull Forest. This is dungeon number 3. Not this itself, I would have stopped the recording. But there's a hole down there. And that hole will be next time. I am Dovei.